In this video, we will explore how onboarding fees help Danish companies verify clients more effectively, manage regulatory risk, and protect long-term commercial relationships in a market that is both highly digital and highly regulated. Denmark operates within a strict European compliance framework, including anti-money laundering rules, know your customer requirements, and data protection obligations, all of which influence how companies bring new clients into their portfolio. As a result, onboarding is no longer a simple formality. It is a structured process that combines due diligence, risk assessment, and the collection of accurate client data. Onboarding fees play a pivotal role in this context because they create both the financial and psychological space needed to perform robust verification without compromising service quality or commercial integrity. For many Danish companies, particularly in professional services, financial services, and technology, onboarding fees serve three primary purposes. First, they finance the actual cost of verification. Proper KYC and AML checks require access to external databases, identity verification services, and in some cases, legal or compliance expertise. These are not trivial expenses, especially when you factor in the internal time investment of account managers, compliance officers, and finance teams. By charging an onboarding fee, Danish companies can cover these upfront costs in a transparent way, ensuring that verification is treated as a core part of the client relationship, rather than a hidden operational burden. Second, onboarding fees act as a filter to distinguish serious, long-term clients from low-commitment prospects. In a business environment where decision-making is typically consensus-driven and relationship-based, as is common in Denmark, a modest but tangible upfront fee signals that both sides are prepared to invest in a professional collaboration. When a client is willing to pay an onboarding fee, it strongly suggests they have a legitimate need, clear intentions, and an understanding of the regulatory expectations that Danish companies must meet. This reduces the risk of investing time and resources in clients who may be testing the market, have unclear funding sources, or lack internal alignment on the engagement. Third, onboarding fees provide a structured framework for risk-based verification. Danish regulations encourage a risk-based approach to client due diligence, which means that not all clients are treated identically. Instead, companies segment clients based on factors such as geography, industry, ownership structure, and transaction patterns. Onboarding fees can be calibrated to these risk levels, with standard fees for low-risk domestic clients and more comprehensive, higher-priced onboarding packages for complex or higher-risk profiles. This allows Danish firms to demonstrate to regulators and auditors that they are aligning pricing and process with actual risk, rather than applying a one-size-fits-all approach that may be either insufficient or unnecessarily burdensome. Beyond these three core functions, onboarding fees also support better data quality and documentation. When a client has paid for the onboarding process, they are more inclined to provide complete, accurate, and timely information, from beneficial ownership details to financial statements and proof of identity. This reduces back-and-forth communication, accelerates verification, and improves the reliability of the client profile in internal systems. For Danish companies, which often pride themselves on operational efficiency and digitalization, this higher quality input is critical for integrating client data into CRM platforms, risk engines, and ongoing monitoring tools. It also enables firms to leverage that data for more tailored service offerings, cross-selling opportunities, and better long-term account management. It is important to acknowledge that onboarding fees must be positioned carefully in a Danish context, where transparency, fairness, and trust are central to business culture. Companies that use onboarding fees successfully tend to be explicit about what the fee covers: detailed compliance checks, verification against Danish and international sanctions lists, assessment of ownership structures, and the setup of secure digital access. Some firms provide a short summary of the verification steps and, in certain cases, a simple report confirming that checks have been completed. This clarity helps clients understand that the fee is not an arbitrary surcharge, but a necessary investment in secure and compliant cooperation. In some segments, Danish companies also structure onboarding fees to be partially or fully creditable against future services once a specific threshold is reached. This approach balances risk management with commercial sensibility, reassuring clients that the fee is tied to value while still preserving its function as a gatekeeper. Over time, companies that adopt a well-designed onboarding fee model often see benefits beyond compliance. They experience fewer disputes about scope and expectations because the onboarding phase is used to clarify services, responsibilities, and information requirements. They report lower exposure to fraudulent or non-compliant clients because the combination of a fee and structured checks deters those who might otherwise exploit weak onboarding practices. And they obtain a more stable, predictable client portfolio, as the initial barrier encourages more thoughtful engagement on both sides. For Danish companies considering or refining an onboarding fee model, there are several practical steps. Start by mapping the current onboarding process and quantifying the true cost of verification, including systems, external data sources, and internal time. Align the fee structure with risk categories so that higher risk or more complex clients are appropriately priced. Communicate the rationale clearly, using straightforward language that highlights regulatory obligations, data security, and the mutual benefits of strong verification. Train frontline staff to discuss onboarding fees confidently and consistently so that clients receive the same message regardless of who they speak to, and monitor outcomes over time, tracking key indicators such as onboarding duration, client drop-off rates, quality of client data, and the incidence of compliance issues. When implemented thoughtfully, onboarding fees do more than simply offset costs. They become a strategic tool that helps Danish companies verify clients thoroughly, comply with demanding regulations, and build relationships based on professionalism and trust. In an environment where regulatory expectations continue to rise and reputational risks can escalate quickly, the companies that treat onboarding as a structured, value-creating process rather than an administrative hurdle are the ones best positioned for sustainable growth.